Morgan is a lit school. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, there's always something to do at Morgan. Like, you should never be bored. You should never ever really be inside your room. So I didn't necessarily choose Morgan. Morgan chose me, but I am 10 toes down standing by the decision that I made. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I literally cannot believe I'm saying that right now. Like, I have not sat down to make a video of any sort in like months. But nevertheless, I'm here today and I'm so excited because this video is pretty much just gonna be like a really chill like conversation about why I chose Morgan. And hopefully this will be, I guess, some insight for those people who are looking to come to Morgan, or for those who might have interest in HBCU experiences in general. So I'm hoping that this helps just a little bit. And again, I just want to disclaim, like, this is just my experience with Morgan, and it's going to vary person to person. So just because this is my experience does not mean that you're going to experience this, or that another person that you talk to goes to Morgan will or has experienced this. And I guess I'll start by saying that although the title of this video will be why I decided to go to Morgan, it's really going to be about why Morgan chose me. So the first reason why I decided to stay at Morgan was the culture. I grew up in predominantly Black and Hispanic schools growing up. That experience is literally like, it's so different than actually attending a historically Black college. And I'll say, because I feel like when you grow up in predominantly Black areas, there's like a certain type of Black people. And this might sound so strange, but there literally is a certain type of Black people. And when I got to Morgan, there was such a diversity of Black people. I mean, you have Black people who are interested in arts. You have Black people who are interested in political science. You have Black people who do things like what I do, like media. And then you have Black people who are interested in science and math. And it's like, my whole mind was just open to the diversity and the intellect of Black people. And I would definitely say, growing up in predominantly Black schools, I didn't really get a chance to see how different Black people were. And it also helped me grow into the Black person that I am. Like, it really allowed me to see who I was as an individual. But more so on the culture side, like, Morgan is, there's always something to do at Morgan. Like, you should never be bored. You should never ever really be inside your room, because whether it's events that OSLD, which is the Office of Student Life and Development, is hosting, or whether it's events your RA is hosting, or whether it just be these orgs on campus that host events, there's literally always something to do. Like, especially during the spring season and that, like, the top of fall, like when the weather is really nice, like, people randomly be throwing day parties, and like, there's always just things to do on campus. So I just really appreciated that aspect of Morgan, because it allowed me to see, like, just the adventurous side of Morgan. Like, there was always something to do, and I was always doing something with my friends. When I stepped foot on Morgan State University's campus, everyone was so friendly. And I'm talking about, like, when I went to orientation, everyone was like so friendly, very, very bubbly personalities, and everyone was just so accepting. So when I first stepped foot on campus, I was a little overwhelmed and a little bit shocked, because I was like, whoa, like, this is a little much for me. Because at the time, this Ashland was just so quiet and so just reserved. Like, I had a lot of personality, but I wasn't ready to show all of that. So when I saw all of these RAs and student leaders coming up to me, like, telling me, you ain't getting in unless you bust a move, I'm like, what's a move? But like, they literally would not let me in until I started dancing. So second reason why I decided to stay at Morgan was just because I really started enjoying my major. So my first semester, I didn't take any courses in my major. I was pretty much taking all gen ed, like psychology, history, so all my like general education. So I didn't really get too much into my major, but I was taking my orientation class. And that orientation class, I was surrounded by literally everybody that was in my major. So that was a really good experience, and just being able to talk amongst my peers allowed me to figure out exactly what I wanted to do too. Maybe not exactly in that moment, but it opened up the possibilities of what I could do with the major that I was in. And so I was really excited to get into my major, just hearing about my peers' experiences or just hearing about what their aspirations were. The third reason why I decided to stay at Morgan was simply because the tuition was cheap. I am a resident of Maryland, so of course I was gonna have in-state tuition, but in comparison to the schools that I was applying to, like Temple, like when I applied to Temple, like my tuition was gonna be about, I think about $30,000 a semester. So $60,000 a year, times 4. So I would have been in debt, like a load of debt. But when I came to Morgan, they were offering me enough financial aid. I'm not gonna say it was a lot, but it was definitely enough. And also it was just money coming in left and right, left and right, left and right. So I never really had to struggle in the financial aspect. And I also have to thank God for that too, because God has just shown me so much favor while I'm at Morgan, which is why I know I was supposed to be here anyway. The fourth thing I would say that kept me at Morgan was the opportunities. The first opportunity that I ever got at Morgan that helped me solidify that I was supposed to be here and I was happy with my decision to stay at Morgan was when I got an email, and it was like, Ashlyn, like, congratulations, you have been selected to be a part of the Wall Street Journal program. And if, for those who don't know, the Wall Street Journal is an acclaimed publication, news publication. Because of that opportunity, it really, really helped me to one, identify where I wanted to go with journalism. It helped me to identify what I liked about my major and what I wanted to stay away from in my major. And then after my freshman year, just opportunities kept coming and coming and coming. And again, I'll say, like, yes, Morgan had its hand in those opportunities, but I have to accredit God for all of it, because without him, those opportunities would have never came. That's the fourth reason. And then the fifth reason why I stayed at Morgan was simply because I had created friendships here. And I became an RA my second semester as a sophomore. Yeah, my second semester as a sophomore, I became an RA. So I was in another community of people. And because I had my like ORLH family, I really decided to stay, because I was like, I can't leave these people, because the connections that I was making, these were connections that I hadn't had when I was in high school. But the connections that I started to make at Morgan, they were fruitful to me, and they imparted in me. And then those people were really teaching me things that I would have never learned, you know, had I went to, I don't know, another school. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That pretty much wraps up why I decided to go to Morgan, but really why Morgan chose me and why I decided to stay. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, and concerns about HBCU experience, or just how to be an RA, or my experience at Morgan as a whole, yeah, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you guys in my next video. And again, oh my gosh, I haven't said this in a long time. You have watched an Ashlyn J production. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.